today we're going to be going over Yamdu's brand new file sharing feature. Whether it's small files, big files, or even multiple files, sharing is now even easier in Yamdu. Now, it's really no surprise that sharing is an integral part of the files and documents section, so let's actually just go right ahead and jump in. And let's go into the visualization section and select moods since we already have some files stored in there. So there are several files here, and we can actually click on the file and access share via email right here. Or we can actually use the quick menu function here to access the share via email feature. Now, images like this one or files of up to 5 megabytes will automatically be sent as an email attachment. So here we can select the recipient, attach the file as an email, and the usual steps that we already know. But sharing large video files like this one will automatically lead us to this whole new feature in the pop-up window. And we can actually see that the attach files to email box is no longer available. But let's just go through the steps from the top. And as you already know, we can choose a recipient from the existing contact list in the drop-down menu, like the external contacts, users, or we can scroll down to user groups and units, and even agency contacts. And once you've selected the recipients for this email, we can actually store this mailing list for future use. But today we're going to be using an existing stored mailing list here, and we see all our recipients displayed in the recipients field. Then we can move along and leave a message for our recipients, and we can even rename the zip folder. Then we have the option of sending ourselves a copy, and we can even set an expiration date. So that way the download or the link will only be accessible within a given time frame, like a week or month, or really till however long we want to set it to. Now, any changes we make to the email layout will be visible in the preview section to the right. We can make the company logo visible on top, and if we're sending a video file, we can have the option to display or hide the preview. We can also show the upload date, and if we have multiple files, we can show a list of files in the email. Under the advanced settings, we now have the option of allowing the files in the email to be downloadable, and we can even make it so that the email expires after a single use. And emails that contain sensitive files can even be protected by setting a password, which will be required by the recipients to enter the page. Now we can move on and customize the landing page for the file download. We can choose a new background color, as well as a text color. And we can even choose a new color for the download button. Now that this is all set, we are ready to send off our email. Now, as a recipient, the email that received is going to look like this. And here we see a download button and the message that was sent to all the recipients. Clicking on that, we're going to land on this page where we're required to enter the password. After entering the password, we're going to land on a page that we designed. And here we have access to download the file. But once that download is finished, we won't be able to access this page again, and this is because we set an expiration date. So if we go ahead and refresh this page, we see this message stating that the link has expired. Now, if there's ever a need to send multiple files, which actually happens quite often, we can go ahead and click the Select Multiple button and choose the files we want to send. Now, for this purpose here, let's just go and select all the video files. Now we see that the Share Files function is displayed on the top. And because our files are over 5 megabytes, we land in this window again. And we can see that all the recent settings we selected from the previous email we just sent out are saved right here. This can actually make sending future emails a lot easier since we don't have to customize everything again or start over. The only real difference here now is that we can see the various files in the preview. We can also show a list of the files, which is right below here, and we can even see the preview of the videos. We can even send a single file, but that will be preset as an email attachment, so we can actually disable that and send it using the great new feature. Now, what's really great about this feature is that it's actually accessible from everywhere within Yamdu. So for instance, if we uploaded a file to an announcement, we can see here in the quick menu the share via email function. Or if we uploaded something to a task, we can share it again here. And the same thing goes for the calendar and really everywhere, like in the storyboard, cast section. And here we can even share the actor's picture or show reel using the share via email function or the download function. And this goes for the costumes, locations, and sets as well. And this was the introduction to Yamdu's brand new file sharing feature. We'll see you in the next video.